Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Scorpio for the week of November 7th. Now do keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Scorpio. Now I'm using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, as well as the Angel Answers Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks, as always, in the description below this video. All right, do make sure that you are subscribed to the channel for future updates from me. We'll go ahead and do a pyramid spread here. And all right. Scorpio. You go ahead and put that up there, and then we'll also take this Oracle deck and we'll put it right there. Cool. Scorpio. So right now there's something that, first of all, Scorpio, there seems to be some really nice things happening for you here in this period of time. But for whatever reason, right now, internally or mentally, you're not able to enjoy or experience these nice things that are happening. And it's almost like, how do I say this? Like you're in a battle with yourself. You're fighting an imaginary enemy, okay? And I say that to just help you kind of understand the energy that I'm trying to get here. Because in the past, it seems like you've been doing a whole lot of healing, okay? You've been healing something big, Scorpio, like ton of healing here in the past. In the future, you have really nice sort of karma that's showing up here for you. You also have, you know, a really nice situation potentially connected to growth for yourself. And so let's just go ahead and dive into this reading. So in the overall situation, you have the Eight of Swords, which is this feeling that you can't see the way forward. You can see the blindfold energy here. This person is stuck in an imprisonment here. They are stuck in a thought imprisonment in their current situation. Each sword represents a thought. And so they're trying to wade through the myriad of thoughts that is going through their mind at this time. And, you know, this can leave them feeling confused, a little overwhelmed, but really it talks about self-imposed restrictions, because this person is not there, you know, nobody else is here in this illustration, right? This person has put themselves in this sword imprisonment, in this thought situation, right? The abundance of thoughts is solely their doing. That is the idea of the Eight of Swords. And so it can talk about when you're putting limitations on yourself, or you're saying, you know what, I don't deserve this, or I could never have that, or I'm not pretty enough for this person, or I'm not smart enough for this job. This is the idea here with the Eight of Swords, which is all of those things I just listed, examples, are examples of somebody placing limitations on themselves, right? And, you know, it's something like this here. In the past, you have the Temperance card and the Four of Swords. Both cards are healing cards in the tarot, okay? So, you know, if I was ever going to find a combination for healing, this would be it. Maybe also the Star, which we'll see. We always go up the pyramid and get some more information, but you know, really big. Some of you have been healing something important. You know, I want to see what cards come in to clarify these two, but the Temperance card comes after the challenge and transformation of the Death card. And so, you know, that's something big in life. That's a big change, a worldly change when you have the Death card. The Four of Swords comes after potentially a heartbreak, as you see the Three of Swords card on the banner above this person. And so I do think that some of you are healing relationships. That was the vibe I had initially here, maybe even romantic relationships, but for some of you it could be something else, you know, obviously as well. I'm not a doctor, so I try to stay away from the health stuff in my readings. But if there is something that comes up, I will say it. But just keep that in mind. But there is some type of healing here. But I feel like it's more at the mental, emotional level, more than anything, in this reading. Now, in the future, I love what you have here. You have the Empress card as well as the Justice card, okay? So we've got Venus energy, we've got Libra energy. Consequently, or interestingly enough, Venus rules Libra. So we've got kind of a double dose of Venus energy here for you. And again, so Venus can connect to relationships, love, beauty, but it's also, romance, but it can also be about abundance. It can also be about luxury, the finer things in life. And so when you look at the Empress, the Empress is surrounded by abundance, right? They have really nice, they're sitting on some type of a really nice couch or whatever this is. They are surrounded here with the crops, which crops in tarot represent harvests. The water flowing in the background, they're surrounded by all this nature. They have nice clothing on. They are abundant. And the Empress is also the ability to see something grow in your life, right? It is a major energy of growth, but it's really the ability to see something grow. And so it is, a major sign of abundance. It's when you get the Empress. Now you have this paired here with the Justice card, which is not only Libra, but it's also kind of something balancing out in your life potentially, as you see the scales here. But it can also be about karma. Karma is the accumulation of our actions in life. And so to me, what's going on here, this would suggest that you are getting yourself out of this Eight of Swords situation, okay? You're getting yourself out of this as this is coming in the future. And you're finding the light bulb, right? The light switch is turning on. Some of you may have been, it is Scorpio season, and so some of you may have had a really nice start to this month. But I think that there's something else here that you're looking to balance here. But ultimately, I think there's growth through good karma for you. If I'm looking at this future energies here, So let's go ahead and start to clarify the situation even more. So you have the World. What did I say? Worldly change. Did I not say that when I was talking about the Death card, which is the card that comes before the Temperance card? So wow. Yeah, something significant there. I got chills when I said that, by the way, as well. You have the Nine of Wands, you have the Page of Cups, and you have the Four of Cups. So here's the deal. Here's the dealio. Whether it's worldly change or whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to label it, whatever change happened here in the past, this is Saturnian. So, the Saturn return in astrology is notorious, and the reason is because it takes you from one phase of your life into another phase of your life. Whether you're in your late 20s into your 30s, which is a new phase of life, or whether you're in your late 50s into your 60s, or whether you're in your late 80s into your 90s. Different phases of life that you are moving into. And it marks the old you. It sort of begins something new. The World card is Saturn. And so whatever here that you've been healing, this is big. This is big for you. And this is not something small, This is, how else do I say it? There's no other way for me to say it. This is a big change for you in your life, For some of you, this could have been like deciding, I'm actually not that happy with my relationship, as you have the Four of Swords card, your marriage or your relationship or whatever. And if that is the case, you would have been with this person for quite a long time. Or for some of you, there may have been changes in the family unit. Again, I'm not forecasting this. This has happened in the past. Perhaps it was job related, but it doesn't matter what it is, whatever it is for you, because it'll be different for everybody. Big change. Nine of Wands, this has really caused you to sort of reach into your inner reserves of strength and not give up. And I would encourage you to not give up if you feel like you you are giving up. Like I would really encourage you not to. You have this Page of Cups, which is about a happy opportunity or a happy invitation, maybe even new love coming in if that's something that you're interested in. And the Four of Cups, which says, do not let boredom get the best of you. Do not miss out on this opportunity. Isn't it interesting that we have the Page of Cups and then we have this Four of Cups, which you can see this hand in the upper left corner here offering a cup out. You have an opportunity here. Don't miss out on it. Clearly, doubling down. The universe here is doubling down with the Page of Cups and the Four of Cups on an opportunity. Don't miss out. Because there is really nice karma here and there's really good, nice growth here for you available in the future. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the oracles. So, wow, they came out very quickly here. So, let's see what we have. All right. All right. So you have a year from now, take action. So as I always say with this card, it could have happened a year ago. And, you know, I would say don't get hung up. The timing in tarot is it's very hard to wrap down timing in these readings at the collective level. Take action, and I think that that's referring really to this opportunity here that's available. Peaceful resolution and no. Can we get a card? There was one sticking out here, romance. Interesting. Some of you have recognized that, you know, there was a unrepairable, irreparable, whatever the English, whatever the word is, situation in your love life. Okay, and you know, this is probably the big change that some of you have been going through or dealing with here. So yeah, I'm not getting a ton from those cards. Let's go ahead and start to clarify this even more here. So you have the Five of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Wands, and the Chariot. All right. So clearly you've been down and out here in the past. This is what you've been healing. Okay, for some of you, this might be connected to your finances with the Five of Pentacles in the past. But whatever it is, the thing about the Five of Pentacles is whether it doesn't always signify like actual money loss. It's the feeling of being left out, or the feeling of it's the feeling of being less than. That's the idea of the Five of Pentacles, which, listen, we're not perfect, we're not robots, right? Everybody feels down on their luck or down and out sometimes, you know? And it's that type of thing, all right, when you get the Five of Pentacles. Especially in a reading like this, when there's so much positivity and abundance here in the future for you, where it's like, you know, whatever happened here in the past is turning around, because you have this Eight of Wands, which, you know, the Eight of Wands is all about swift movement, swift action, you know, things moving ahead. It's getting unstuck. It's the feeling of being unstuck. It's the feeling of accelerated motion. And, you know, when you get this Eight of Wands energy, it can really feel like a breakthrough. It's one of the major breakthrough cards in the tarot. Combine that with the Chariot. And, you know, the Chariot is victory through self-discipline. The important part is self-discipline here. And with the Four of Cups and the Chariot, it's a double down message again from the universe, where it's like, be sure that you are not falling back and maybe to a self-limiting behavior, or that you are not falling back on some sort of self-sabotaging behavior, okay? That's the term I was looking for, some sort of self-sabotaging behavior, because there's something coming in very quickly here for you, and it's going to give you an opportunity to grow and maybe even provide for yourself or provide for others in some ways. So, you know, it's one of these messages here where you could get some good news that comes in. But yeah, it's like making sure that you are ready for the challenge and you meet the challenge head on. You have the Seven of Swords, literally self-sabotage, and the Hierophant. So in this case, now listen, Seven of Swords, you know, this is maybe a challenging energy in relationships, of maybe somebody backstabbing, cheating, not being honest, so forth and so on. But notice we don't have any threes here, other than the Empress is 3, but it's not. 3 in terms of like the minor arcanas would indicate other people, but the Empress, I don't associate it with that. The Empress could be your mother, could be the mother archetype. The Hierophant could be your grandparents, if they're still here. But I don't know about that. Instead, it's very clear to me that Seven of Swords in this case is self-sabotage behavior. Okay, because I said it beforehand and it just came out like that. The Hierophant is something that is traditional in life. It can be a marriage card. Okay, and so it is possible that some of you have just changed. Your marital status just changed or whatever, and this is like a big thing for you because maybe you were in that relationship for a very long time, or whatever it is, And for others of you, your job status has changed because the Hierophant can indicate the place that you work. At the top of the pyramid, you have the Emperor. So there is the father archetype. So you do have the mother and the father archetype here. There might be something connected to your family here, okay, with number 3, Empress, number 4, Emperor, and number 5, the Hierophant, 3, 4, 5. There might be something there, but this will not come as a surprise to you. Whatever's going on, it's already been underway or whatever for you, I believe. However, the Emperor is a really good card at face value, which is to say that you are a boss. You are successful in whatever it is that you put energy towards, in whatever it is that you do in your life. And, you will be successful at whatever it is that you do. That's the idea of the Emperor, especially in business. Nine of Swords is just right now, some of you here a little stressed about something, okay? And when you go through these big changes, the world, the Emperor, the world, the Temperance card, and the Four of Swords, it's like a normal feeling. So, yeah. Overall, this looks very good. The future is bright for you here, Scorpio. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.